What's up, everyone? Um, Not your typical video that I'm going to do. Everyone has been doing their own in regards to the situation with Fauci, him showing up at Congress after being subpoenaed, he taking the fifth, I pleads the fifth, 111 times, even over a simple thing as what color tie are you wearing? What kind of suit is that? What day is it? And yet everything was, I pleads the fifth. So this is about me. Let me just go first about me. You've had a number of people. Kramer says, you've had, oh my gosh, Brittany from Media Research Center speak out in regards to Fauci, COVID, the magical vax. Me personally, we were right. We were all right. Those of us refused it. Me personally, in 2020, when I mentioned it on YouTube, it got struck down. When I mentioned it on Instagram, it got struck down. When I mentioned it on Facebook, it got struck down because I had questions. Just like a lot of people, just like millions of Americans around the country had questions about this. And yet, what happened to them? Were they welcomed with open arms? No, they were demonetized. They were canceled. They were, their pages were struck. They were given a good finger wagging to, how dare you contradict the science? How dare you question the science? Dr. Fauci himself, the master of science, the guru himself. How dare you? Well, I dared. I didn't take the COVID. I didn't take the COVID vaccine. I didn't. I refused it. A number of those closest to me did, because of either job related or because of age. And I understand that, because they were kind of worried about themselves. And me, no, I refused to. And I am very fortunate that I am at a place of business that also said, yeah, we don't care. You want to take it, you take it. You don't want to take it, you don't have to take it. Fact of the matter is guess what? We're here to run a business. That's what we're here to do. And of course, at the time, we didn't realize that, why was everybody allowed to stay home? And we were kind of mandated to come to work. But it is what it is. It was what it was. So fast forward now 6 years later. And now we got Fauci, shooting his mouth off, well, lack thereof, and basically answering for his crimes. And the man should answer for his crimes. The man is extremely destructive. He's demonic. And for him to stand up there, proclaim that all this is based on science, when in his own damn fucking diary, he makes it very clear. I made it up. I made it all up. It was all lies, fakes, phonies. That one meme that you have, William Frakes, number 2 on Star Wars, who played Riker on Star Trek, TNG, where he says over and over and over and over again in multiple memes, fake, it's phony, we made it up, it never happened. Exactly. That's what it all was. But for me, it was all bullshit. And I knew it was bullshit. There was just something in me. There was just something in me. I don't know if God was tapping me on the shoulder or what have you, saying, yeah, you know what, Jazz, you really need to take a step back on this and not take the poison poke, which it turned out to be. Exactly right. The poison poke. How many people were affected by this? How many young, able-bodied Americans, 18 to 30, got heart attacks, strokes, myocarditis, my cardiac, I mispronounced the name of it, and I do apologize. Because right now I'm running on full motion here, and I'm trying to tamp down my anger, from just exploding on this mic, but you pretty much know where I'm going. And I'm just going to end that with this, is that he may have escaped this realm in regards to punishment, but he will not escape the next. There will be a special place for him in hell, and a lot of people are looking forward to it. But when it came to me, personally, is that I saw it firsthand what it affected me. When you had millions of people who saw their parents, grandparents, children, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins die before their eyes, alone and scared to death. My father was on a respirator Christmas Eve 2020, and I spoke to him just 2 days before. That was a Wednesday. Sorry, Christmas Eve was a Thursday. I spoke to him on Monday of that week, and he assured me, it's just a cold, I'm okay. I'm, a little weak, but I'll be fine and whatever. And we had our normal conversations. I would call him like every few days, and just to see how he was doing. And I took it for his word, because his age, and of course he had COPD, and he bounced back. He always bounced back. This time he didn't bounce back. And for me to see him in a hospital room on a respirator, and holding his hand, giving him a final kiss. Because it hurts. It hurts. My mother passed away a few years prior, and I hate to say it, but it was a blessing that she didn't have to deal with her husband, her best friend, to go through this and never to see him again. Myself, my sisters, we gathered in a parking lot, 6 feet away from each other, wearing those stupid masks, and to tolerate what we did, and to go through what we did. But my father's with the Lord, And but it still hurts. It still hurts. And I'm not gonna end this as I normally do. You know, if you like, comment below, whatever. I mean, this was just me. This is just me. And I miss my father dearly. I miss my mother dearly. And but it's vindication. It's vindication. Millions of us who refused to take the poison poke were vindicated. We were right. And we've been saying it for the last 6 years. We were fucking right. We were right from the get-go. But no, because of politics, this is what happens. You shut down a country, $14 trillion economic loss, 200,000 businesses, and never to come back. People were told they couldn't go to church, couldn't go to school, but yet the liquor stores were still open. So again, there's that. But yeah, I just had to get this off my chest. So love you guys, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.